to go.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Around the Monitor for the week of February 7th. I'm your host, King Kaiser, and this is the weekly gaming news talk show where every point you make in the discussion is a point towards winning. Joining us once again is Master Hand Mizuki.
Yo.
We've got the Ace Attorney, Dapper Dastard.
Yeet.
And we've got the Snapshot Crackshot, the Fisher King.
Aloha, motherfuckers.
Thank you again for joining us on the show. If you do not know, you can watch us live every Thursday at twitch.tv/King Kaiser at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. If you do watch us live, you can actually vote to determine the score of the different players on the show. But if you can't watch us live, no problem. We put an edited version of the show up the following day on both YouTube and on Apple Podcasts. So, let's get right into it here. Normally, to determine the order of the show, I ask a trivia question. It's always a number, just to make sure we can go closest. Goes first rules. This week, a huge topic is going to be Rockstar Games. And to that effect, Mizuki, if you know this exact answer, I'm going to fucking kill you.
I don't think I will. I know where you're going.
I was amazed. This number was actually updated today. How many copies of GTA 5 have been sold?
I knew that's what you were going to ask, and I don't know the exact number.
Fuck. A lot? Can I say a lot?
Fisher's got a lot.
That was my answer.
I'm going to go with 105 million copies.
105.
I'm going to say higher than that. I'm going to say 125.
125.
135.
The correct
We're all
answer...
pretty confident.
Wait.
725 million.
I just realized a flaw in this system. The correct answer is 120 million, which means Fisher definitely goes first, but both Dapper and Mizuki are tied for how far apart they are.
I think you have to give it to... No, wait. No, fuck it. I think you have to give it to Mizuki just for going by Price is Right rules.
How about this?
Bridge is over.
What is the name of the character from Grand Theft Auto 4?
Which one?
The main character. Playable character.
Which one?
That's Grand Theft Auto 5. 4.
Nico?
Mr. Auto, first name Grant, middle name Theft.
All right. Give it
The fourth?
All right, so it's Mizuki.
Yeah, give it to Mizuki.
Is it actually Nico?
Yeah.
Nico Bellic.
Oh, okay.
Nailed it.
That GTA 4 has my favorite name for a character ever in it, Mikhail Faustin, which means Michael who made a deal with the devil. Is such a fucking sick name.
That's pretty good.
You rang?
That was very good.
No, I'm talking to Michael Zucchini.
How do you think I passed this bar exam?
How you doing? Why did
that
French
was
have
that
a
was
New York
rock.
accent there?
All right, let's get into the topics for this week's show. We've got Dan Houser leaves Rockstar Games. Cliff Bleszinski says that Lawbreakers was too woke for gamers. Nintendo confirms no Switch Pro coming in 2020. Could PlayStation possibly allow remote play on the Switch? Nintendo adds a $10 a month subscription fee to Fire Emblem Heroes mobile game. Phil Spencer says Xbox does not see Sony and Nintendo as competition. Warcraft 3 is a damn mess, and Blizzard's response is not great either. Platinum Games announces 4 games, the first of which is a Wonderful 101 remaster, which was launched on Kickstarter this week. GeForce reveals a streaming service, and it kind of seems like Stadia, but good.
I don't trust the video.
Ubisoft plans to ship 5 AAA games in the next fiscal year, and Nintendo Switch production, as well as Outer Worlds, has been slowed down and delayed by the coronavirus.
There's so many things I hate on here. Like, I don't even know where to begin.
It's not all of the news is positive this week, as is often the case.
Now, I should take the Dan Houser one because it's such a fucking softball to get a bunch of points. But I hate Cliff Bleszinski.
That's also a good one to get a lot
Dunk
of points on.
on Cliff. Dunk on Cliff.
That piece of garbage.
He's too woke to get dunked on. Man.
Hey.
So
That's how that works.
last time Cliffy B came up on her show, I said I might dislike him more than I dislike Todd Howard.
That's a bold statement.
And I dislike Todd Howard quite a bit.
You do.
I think, as of reading this fucking thing and reading his shitty comments, this is after him going like attacking individual fans on Twitter like a child. I think I hate Cliff Bleszinski more than I hate Peter Molyneux, and I hate Peter Molyneux more than anyone.
Oh shit!
Holy shit!
Cliff. So I just give some context. I hate Peter Molyneux because all he does is lie about the gaming industry and lie about his games and like overstate himself. He sells himself and he thinks he's hot shit. He hasn't done he's done piss all. You made one good game, Molyneux. Two.
Whoa!
I'll give him
Just to clarify, which
give him
one good game?
I'll give him Fable 1 as well as Fable 2 is a great game. I'll give him
Black
Fable
and
1
white.
also.
Come on.
Black and white.
Black
Yeah.
and white's so it's not bad.
It's not a great game, but it's good.
Yeah, black and white's good.
Yeah, not enough people
Wait,
played it.
you let
though, I don't
Molyneux
think.
make Pokemon Black and White?
No, he made
all right.
Ikaruga.
For that.
Okay.
Sorry.
Cliffy B.
Yes.
Cliffy B lies. He doesn't know how to make good games. Very similar to Molyneux. But more importantly, at least Peter Molyneux has some level of interest and respect for the gaming industry, and you can tell he probably at least likes games or likes the medium. Cliff Bleszinski is a bitter douchebag who has no skill, has alienated himself from the industry, has gone bankrupt twice, hasn't made a good game as alone as far as I can tell ever. Now that he's effectively out of the gaming industry and has nothing else to do, all he does is go on Twitter, pick fights, blame other people, and now he's attacking gamers, claiming himself to be a genius, blaming woke culture for why, oh man, all these triggered people, all these millennials are why I can't make games anymore.
Yeah.
Fuck yourself, Cliff Bleszinski, you piece of shit.
It's unfortunate because Lawbreakers. The statement is.
I bought Lawbreakers, by the way.
Did you really?
Yeah, I refunded it. It is the only game I've ever returned on Steam because I was interested by it. And I was like, I'll fucking buy it. Why the hell not? A friend of mine loves FPSs. We both bought it. We played an hour 45 of it maybe, and we're like, this feels like hot shit. And I played Brink.
All right.
Also,
yeah.
hey, Brink ruled. Fuck all y'all.
What? Going against himself.
This was hot shit, and I played Brink, which
was
makes
bad.
it sound like Brink was terrible.
Here's the thing: Brink is a bad game, but it has a cool concept, and it's entertaining in the way that a non-serious kind of trashy game is. Lawbreakers is that, but it's also not fun.
Now, when you played Lawbreakers for all 30 minutes, did you really get a feel for Cliff's political views while you played the game?
Yeah.
Did you really feel his politics as you played?
That, by the way, was clouded by me just screaming at this man. I played Lawbreakers, and what the fuck are you talking about?
Also, for him to complain about basically, from my opinion, and correct me if I'm wrong, Lawbreakers got destroyed because it came out about the same time as Overwatch, which was a better game and was marketed way better.
It came out well after Overwatch.
Also that. On top of that, Overwatch they literally were like, hey, the character that everyone loves, Tracer, we're going to make her a lesbian now. And they didn't get destroyed for that.
Oh, they did it in a comic that nobody fucking...
Yeah, but it made...
But it's still common knowledge, and no one's boycotting
made
Overwatch for that.
Also, he's implying here that people cared about the Lawbreakers lore enough that's what killed it.
Which is a hilarious misconception.
I am one of the very few people that paid for this game. Didn't end up paying for it, but that's not the point.
Initially paid.
Gun to my head, could not recall the name or attributes or distinctive looks of a single character.
Hey,
I remember one of them, their big special move was they shot a rocket.
But
That's
did
so
they
political. That's a comment. That's a commentary on the U.S. actions in the Middle East.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
God,
Clifford,
Cliff,
you've done it
Cliff,
again.
So much
Cliff,
sense.
get your politics out of my games.
I'm triggered.
Fucking hack.
But Cliff is now offering to consult Coalition on Gears of War
Great.
now that their studio had left.
Yeah,
I mean, I get that
at
he
least
was
Peter
there for
Molyneux
the
was too
founding
old
of
and
that
crazy
series.
to understand how to use Twitter.
Yeah.
And
Either
look,
way.
I made this game that like folded my new studio. Please let me run your franchise.
Yeah, seriously.
It sucks too because Boss Key Games is a good
Great
name.
name.
It's a good name.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Unfortunate.
that is true.
Unfortunate.
Gone forever.
Vizuki, where would you like to go for your first topic?
Man, there are a lot of good choices.
There
this
is,
week.
Yeah,
there
it's a good week. It's a good week.
And because there's
It
only
is.
3 of us, or 3 of you, I should say, everybody's gonna get a good topic, I think. Unless you're an idiot.
No, that's 100% true.
I can still think of like 4 or 5 good topics I can talk about. So.
Yeah.
Let
Alright.
me tank this next round, boys.
All right. I liked Warcraft 3 originally. Let's do
Ooh.
Warcraft 3.
Yeah.
This is the other like easy rage comment topic.
We get a dunk on Cliff. Now we get a dunk on Blizzard.
I'm not even gonna rage. I'm just sad. Like, all right. So Blizzard redid Warcraft 3, called Warcraft 3 Reforged, released it. It's underwhelming. It's a remaster. It's not a good remaster. It's not what they said it was gonna be.
No.
It's not what the audience thought it was gonna be, which is different from what they said it was gonna be. But it's neither.
Yeah.
Like, it's meh.
Mm.
It's so meh. And that's really sad considering Warcraft 3 is like one of the best PC games in so many years. It spawned so many other franchises. It spawned the entire MOBA like field of games, Dota, League of Legends, Heroes of New Earth,
Yeah.
Smite, Heroes of the Storm, all of those came from a
Heroes of
mod
New
for
Earth.
fucking Warcraft 3. And Blizzard's like, we're going to take all of that into consideration and kill it. We're going to kill it all. So, it's buggy. It crashes a lot, which doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Like, realistically, in terms of modern games, it's not super complicated. Stop crashing the fucking remaster. They got rid of the old version of Warcraft 3 from your launcher. So if you had the old version and you don't like the new version, fuck you! You're fucked!
That's where
you
I
don't
think
get to play the old one.
A lot of the outrage has to come from that.
You don't get to play the old one with all the cool custom maps. You have to go to the new one where all the custom maps are owned by Blizzard because they don't want another Dota situation because they're so uninspired in recent years they can't make their own fucking game and they have to like pull off of the mods that people make for their own games.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
which
man,
encourages people to not make mods.
which encourages people not to make mods. Exactly. Or if they do, they make like shitty mods that are not going to be anywhere near like the level of Dota. People bought Warcraft 3 multiple times for Dota. Like,
Yeah.
fuck, let people make mods, man, and don't own them. Additionally, they like had some cutscenes that they showed, and then they're not in the game, so that's cool.
That one is so wild to me.
It's not wild. People do it all the time.
No,
but it's
like,
a remaster.
yeah, for them to like update.
You already did the work.
Yeah.
Put it in the fucking game.
You did the hard part.
Oh, and then they're like, "Oh, we're gonna redo the UI." They didn't really. It's mostly the same, and from what I understand, slightly worse.
Yeah.
So it got review bombed. It is like half a point on the user score in Metacritic.
Yeah,
and
pretty wild.
even the critic choices, it has like a 60, 65, which is not good.
No.
Considering the original got like a 92 or 3. If you can't get an 80 with a fucking remaster of a 92 or 3 game, you done fucked up. That's what happened.
Take this in the
That's a good way of
our
wording it.
fantasy league.
Huh?
Did anyone take this thing in our?
I don't
fantasy
think
It's a
we
remaster.
could have.
It's a remaster.
Yeah.
It wasn't available.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I just want to shout out Dreadnought X in the chat. Says too much Blizzard hate. Tear face.
No. It's not too much. If anything, it's not enough right now. Because I'm not actually hating. I still want Blizzard to succeed in the end. I'm not a true hater.
I don't know if I want to now.
But
Yo,
like,
someone in the
oh,
chat,
God.
someone in the chat subtract a point from Mizuki for saying he wants Blizzard to succeed.
Yeah.
Like, I love the Warcraft franchise. I love the
their
StarCraft
franchises
franchise.
to succeed. You just don't.
Not
want
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
company
yeah.
to succeed.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That is a true statement. I like Warcraft. I like in both iterations. I like StarCraft. I really wish Ghosts had eventually come out in some form. I even liked
Mhm.
old Overwatch, and then they changed it a bunch, and I didn't like it anymore. But like, they have good cores, and then they ruin shit in the past like 10 years. They just take all their old shit and they dump it in a dumpster and light it on fire with like fireworks because they're
Blizzard
not
is
subtle
so-
about it.
The Blizzard developers are so cultured by what they think their audience likes about their games that it clouds them from what their audience actually likes about.
Wait. Dreadnought in the chat says, "How about the PS5 price that just got announced? $499. Is this breaking news? Can someone confirm this? I can't check
I'm on it.
because of my setup. I cannot check other
Yeah,
tabs.
you're good. We'll check.
If that's true, that's wild. Because I almost put a topic that the PlayStation would not announce their price until Xbox did, or until they're waiting to hear what Xbox's price is going to be.
I'm not seeing this.
Dreadnought, if you're trolling me, I'm gonna be mad.
Hold on.
I see 2 days ago, Hiroki Totoki says he just turns down all the PS5 price predictions, saying no.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a Research Institute analysis predicting it will launch for $499, but I can't find a confirmed price.
Well,
No, they did not announce it. Is what
Okay.
I'm seeing.
there was a news article this week basically saying like
Yeah, all I'm seeing are predictions.
PlayStation was waiting is waiting until Xbox announces their price so they can like react.
Yeah.
But I think we'll get a PlayStation 5 reveal in the next 2 months. I don't think they're going to announce the price. Similar to what the Switch did.
I'm pretty sure they had a quote in an earnings call where they pretty much said explicitly they're not going to announce the price until Xbox does.
Yeah, which is hilarious.
Baller.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. Like
They're
Xbox
in
is
the
going to have
position.
2 SKUs and they're going to have 1. So
Yeah.
like they kind of need to play to that. So
That's a good point. That's a very
Yeah.
good point.
That's true. Oh,
Just before
Yeah.
we gloss over the Blizzard hate here, everyone that's review bombing this game, why'd you buy it?
do you have to buy it to review it on Metacritic?
I don't
no,
know.
I
No,
don't. I don't
Because
think.
I
but
feel
it-
like a lot of this is just.
I don't think most of them are buys.
Enough people bought this game to know that it's bad. Why you giving Blizzard money?
I will give. Okay,
Cowards!
one thing I did not mention. I will give Blizzard credit for. They have, as has been reported, they've been pretty lenient with the refunds on it.
They
After-
funding it. But
yeah.
did you see the way they worded it?
Yes,
Well,
the wording is
They're
bad.
like, we're sorry you guys don't like the Warcraft
Yeah.
remaster.
I
Oh, yeah,
mean,
that-
It's your fault.
that I'm not on with the wording, but the
Yes.
fact that they are actually giving refunds to people is
that's at least good.
For
it's
them,
it's
that's
a
progress.
plus.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Blizzard,
like-
Blizzard has mastered apologies that aren't actually apologies.
No, they haven't. They're
And it's-
shitty. Everyone knows
Yeah, no,
they're
they're-
shitty.
They're apologies that are not actually apologizing for
Well,
anything.
the
Dreadnought-
problem is this
Dreadnought
this
gives
time they don't have a Diablo trailer to throw at us to distract us.
Dreadnought gives Fisher a point saying pirates should have a say too. That's pretty
Okay.
good. That's pretty good. As you eat off screen on the podcast?
I'm eating pizza. Fuck off, dude.
God damn it, I want to take away a point for that.
I rushed to get here. Suck off. Fucking go to hell.
Drinks allowed, food or taboo.
Yeah, Fisher, Dapper, what would you like for your first topic?
All right. Phil Spencer, big boss of Xbox, head of
Mhm.
gaming for Microsoft.
Mm.
Here is Phil Spencer's quote that we're going to be talking about. When you talk about Nintendo and Sony, we have a ton of respect for them, but we see Amazon and Google as the main competitors going forward.
Hmm.
That's not to disrespect Nintendo and Sony, but the traditional gaming companies are somewhat out of position. I guess they could try and recreate Azure, but we've invested tens of billions of dollars in cloud over the years.
Hmm.
So this is basically Phil Spencer saying he no longer considers Sony and Nintendo as his competitors. He considers Amazon and Google.
Mm-hmm.
And there are sort of two reactions to this comment. And I think they're both valid, but they kind of depend on whether you like Microsoft or you don't like Microsoft.
Yeah.
So we're going to start with the Microsoft positive reaction.
Okay.
Okay, so here I am, I'm a Microsoft fanboy. This is a smart move by Phil Spencer. He's ahead of the curve. He knows what the future of gaming is. He's got his crystal ball out and he's looking ahead and he sees that the future is cloud. And he knows as the times move, your opponents move, your competitors move, the whole game changes.
Everyone's playing checkers. Phil Spencer's playing chess right now.
Yeah, this is a 4D. This is a 4D big brain move. He's reading the terrain and he knows what he's aiming for in the future. It's a smart pivot from Microsoft to focus on this and try and get ahead of it and make it happen. All right, scene change. I'm a Microsoft hater.
Okay.
Phil Spencer fucking can't beat Sony, so he just changes the opponents.
Get him.
Like, yeah, Sony's kicked my ass for the last several years, so I'm just going to not play against Sony anymore. I'm going to take my ball and find some different opponents. They're easier to beat.
I'm gonna
Can't beat Sony. Change my competitors to Amazon, who doesn't really have a cloud gaming yet. It's all rumors and speculation.
Yeah.
And Google. And since Stadia's a giant clusterfuck, he beats Google by default.
Change my opponents to someone that isn't playing and someone that doesn't know how to play.
Right, exactly. They're like, yeah, we may be the worst team in the NBA, but I just beat out some D-League teams. Yeah, we're awesome. So, okay.
Really good point.
So change scene, now I'm back to me, who doesn't really give a shit either way. All in all, I think both these reactions are honestly kind of true.
Yeah.
Like we've talked about before how Microsoft should be adjusting its priorities because it's not winning the head-to-head fights. But at the same time, you can't deny the fact they're doing this because they can't win the head-to-head fights. It's a smart move they're making, but they're making it because they're getting their ass kicked.
Yeah. I mean, even now, the Switch last week, it was confirmed that they have outsold Xbox Ones, which is crazy to think. Yeah. We think they have.
Yeah, Xbox doesn't report console sales because they're losing so bad.
They're losing so bad, exactly. But
I think that's actually a really big note, and like Pridge talked about it, where it's the thing of like they are losing, and that's why they're doing this. It's why they're changing and like saying we're not treating Nintendo and Microsoft as competition, but. Microsoft, Nintendo and Sony. But we've been saying for a while now that we think Microsoft making a lot of good moves.
Oh my god,
Spencer's making a lot of good ideas.
Absolutely,
Xbox is doing well right now. I kind of want to I'm going to get on the next generation of Xbox. I didn't get it one. If this mentality is what's causing Phil Spencer to drive the company in that direction, keep going because you're doing great.
Yeah.
They've become very consumer friendly, and I opposite of what you said, I don't think I'm going to buy an Xbox, but that's because I don't need to, because they've made it easier for me to play their games without spending $400 or $500 upfront.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I think they're becoming a game and services company instead of a system company.
They've become the Steam for consoles.
Exactly.
Which technically Steam is the biggest company.
And even partially for PC, because the Game Pass for PC is dope and is a great deal.
Which,
it's great deal.
Side note, it is, I believe, still available for you pay $1 for 3 months of it on PC. If you're a new customer right now,
is super worth it. Anyone watching,
Jesus
God,
pay a buck. They have a bunch
deal.
of indie games and Xbox Studio games. Go play Hellblade and Creature in the Well and Metro Exodus if you want to, and a bunch of other stuff.
I think Oni and the
Ori's on there.
Sorry, Ori. Gee, I was like, why say Oni? Okay.
Yeah, I need to play the first Ori.
Going back to PS2.
Onimusha.
No, Oni.
And you can also go to Taco Bell, buy a gordita box, and get 708 free days of Games Pass or whatever the fuck.
Now I want Taco Bell.
It's nuts. It's nuts. The deal is nuts, and they're really not. They're not just a console company anymore. They're a game company. Whereas Sony is making games to sell on their console. Might be shifting, as might be in one of the other stories we have on here. If people take it.
Yeah, I hope somebody picks that. Dreadnought says, first question, what's on your pizza, Fisher? Secondly, can we get the update? Why'd you need to check? Do you not know what's on your pizza?
No, I'm getting the fucking slice of pizza, you fuck. This is the chicken Florentine pizza from Prince of Pizza here in Jersey City. It is the best pizza in. It is the best pizza in Jersey City. It is not the best pizza in the greater New York area. That is Upside Pizza on 39th and 8th.
Is it
Prince of Pizza? Jake Gyllenhaal was in that, right?
I was gonna say, is it so fast that it goes back in time? You get the pizza before you order it.
Jake Gyllenhaal is who you cite for Prince of Persia. You fucking piece of shit.
He was in the movie.
Fuck the movie.
It's like if I was going to talk about Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
I brought
my
up,
favorite Assassin's Creed character, Michael Fassbender.
Michael Fassbender.
No. At that point, you'll bring up like Ezio. Like, let's be real here.
Oh, you know, my favorite.
Okay. Let's ask this: what is the name of the protagonist of the first 3 Prince of Persia games?
Prince.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
My point exactly. It's Jake
Gyllenhaal. Is it Destar? It starts with a D.
I don't know, man. And
I think it's Star.
Also, importantly, Dreadnought does point out Final Fantasy 15 and other games went up on Xbox Game Pass this week.
Yep. Good point.
And
I believe they committed to putting other Final Fantasies up in 2020 at some point too.
It's wild. It's really good. Anyways, we got to get on to the second round. Fisher, what are you going to pick?
Dastin. Fuck. Sorry, I was looking Prince of Persia shit. Let's talk about. You know what? I'm just. I gotta do it this week. I gotta do it to him. Nintendo Switch production is slowed by the coronavirus, and also the Outer Worlds port has been delayed
indefinitely.
Indefinitely, yes.
Indefinitely, but yeah, please explain.
But this is both. So both of these, the reason for both of these things that affect Nintendo is because coronavirus outbreaks in the principality. Sorry, the province
Prince
of China.
Of Persia.
The province of China that Nintendo's main production labs are in, which the name I don't have.
Wuhan?
Wuhan.
Is it Wuhan?
Yes, it is Wuhan.
Yeah, the Wuhan.
Oh, it is Wuhan. I thought it wasn't Wuhan. I thought that's where Nintendo China's office is. Whatever. Either way, doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Production's been slowed because of tremendous coronavirus outbreaks there. This is a tremendous plague against humanity in general. It's fucking terrible, and the medical masks don't help. That's bad. Oh man, poor Nintendo. Shucks, man. They're not gonna have enough Switches because people are dying. Fuck. This really hurts me as the outside fucking person watching. Not for the people dying. Fuck those assholes. Oh man, poor Nintendo. You guys won't make your bajillion dollars this year off your fucking Chinese slave labor producing Switches for literal pennies while people fucking die en masse. Oh man, I really shed a tear for Nintendo, who has to like come out in public and really be so brave to be like, hey guys, I'm sorry, we're not gonna hit projected numbers on Switch, or we're not gonna get this game ported in time. That damn coronavirus is really fucking us over. Sorry, how much have you given to help get rid of the coronavirus? How much effort have you put into like helping medical professionals in China? How much money have you given? How many shipments of SARS combative medicine have you paid to send to China? I'm gonna guess it's somewhere between $10,000 and zero. Fuck you, Nintendo.
Damn.
Last week I said Nintendo might be an evil company. It's fucking it's coming true before our eyes. Between this and the Fire Emblem topic, I'm in shit.
They can't be evil. Have you seen the new Switch, the new Animal Crossing Switch? It's so cute.
He's got you there.
It's kind of rad as fuck. Like I kind of want it, but also people are dying.
You know what? I take it all back. Animal Crossing.
Give me that Nook family,
which is on your.
It was my number 1 draft pick in the fantasy league.
Fucking wild.
It's gonna get like 90. It's an Animal Crossing game.
I don't think it's gonna get 90. I think it's a solid 85.
Who is gonna kill childhood dreams by reviewing an Animal Crossing game portal?
There are so many people, dude.
Dude, fucking Sword and Shield, after all the drama, still got like an 87 aggregate.
Yeah, it's because it's actually a good game.
I rest my case.
That's fair. What was I? But Temtem didn't come out before that.
That's true. Honestly, I think if Temtem came out first, Sword and Shield would have taken a big fucking hit. Yeah, that game is good,
and that's why I'm saying, what's it called? Stardew Valley has come out in the meantime. I think that's going to hurt
I
the
think
score.
it's been enough time, and also it's different.
That would be the counterpoint. That would be the counterpoint.
It's different. Yeah.
It's not like it's obviously the same genre, but it's different enough. I mean, isn't Harvest Moon also technically the same genre?
Harvest Moon is much more similar to Harvest Moon is the
inspiration
primary inspiration.
Yeah.
I actually never played it. I played Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah. Basically the guy who made Stardew, Eric Barone, I think is his name.
Yes.
I'm
literally doing this section right now in my video.
Concerned ape.
He was like, yo, I really like Harvest Moon, but recent games have sucked, so I'm gonna make my own.
He was like, I really only like the first 2 Harvest Moon games. The rest of them are kind of bad.
And now he's a cajillionaire.
Yeah, he just sold 10 million
multi-millionaire
copies of his $15 game. All right, Mizuki, what's your second topic?
Man, Fisher mentioned it. Let's talk about Fire Emblem Heroes.
This one's pretty wild.
This shit's nuts.
I can't. It's like we just talked about it last week about how much money Fire Emblem Heroes makes them. It's wild.
600 million.
Yeah. Jesus
It's
God.
like I think it's like 671 million or something.
Yeah, it was 61% of their 1 billion.
Yeah.
It's about to become a lot more.
It's one of their most...
Is it though? Okay.
I think it will.
Yeah.
So
it will.
All right. So I played Fire Emblem Heroes at launch through some free Google Play dollars from that survey app that they have into Fire Emblem Heroes. So they got some free money that I didn't pay for. So I don't feel too bad about that one. But Nintendo is like, yo, you know what? We made a lot of money on that Animal Crossing app by adding in a subscription service, and we already made like more than $500 million on Fire Emblem Heroes.
Do they have a subscription to Animal Crossing?
Yes.
Oh damn. Yeah.
People weren't happy about it, but they probably still made money off of it.
I'm sure they did.
So they're like, you know what? People hated that. Let's do it to Fire Emblem.
And that app sucked. Heroes is actually good.
Heroes is actually good. Like,
Heroes
I enjoyed it.
Really great.
Got to the end of what they had at the time, then I was like, meh. Which is exactly how this pass sounds. It's the Feh pass.
It is called the Feh Pass, which is a bad name.
I mean, it's an abbreviation of Fire Emblem Heroes, but like, it's Feh.
Bad name.
It's real meh. It's $9.49 a month.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Go buy Game Pass.
Or
fuck this.
How about this? Just go buy an actual Fire Emblem game.
Don't pay for this.
Go buy last year's stolen game of the year, Fire Emblem 3 Houses.
You know what you can buy with $10? A video game.
Like,
actually bonkers how huge of a price point that is.
It is insane how much that is per month.
Like, I think that's the cost of my Crunchyroll subscription. I think
that's like $100 a year. For Fire Emblem.
It's $120 a year.
It's like $9.50, so it's a little lower than that, but yeah.
That's more expensive than Disney Plus.
It literally they put a $4.99 pass for Mario Kart, and the Mario Kart franchise is literally one of the biggest franchises that Nintendo owns. For them to put a $9.99 on this is fucking wild.
I don't fucking understand this. They already made bank on this game.
Yeah.
They're basically what I think is really going on here is Fire Emblem Heroes has been out for I think a couple years at this point.
It's been almost 4.
Fuck.
I think it is.
I was gonna say it might be
just 3.
Okay.
Really?
February.
Either way, I have been at my current job for way too long. All right, so
you hate when you realize that.
Yeah. God, been there that whole time. All right, so when Fire Emblem Heroes came out, it was cool. It was fun. The rerolls were like, oh, okay, this is it's gotcha-y, but it's not egregious. It's not It wasn't egregious at the time.
No.
This is fucking egregious.
Yeah.
I think this game is nearing the end of its life cycle. There are not a ton of users, so they're like, you know what? Fuck it. $9.50 a month. If you guys love this game, you'll fucking pay it. And you know what? They probably fucking will.
I think the people who are there are gonna pay the money because they really, really care.
They probably will. No one's happy about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a shitload of money and probably more than most of these people are already spending.
Yeah.
That is such an insane price. You can get a full I think PS Now is like $9.99, right? Like, you can get PS.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure you can get PS Now for a similar price. You can get the Nvidia streaming service that I think is a different article on here.
Yes, it
for
is.
half this price. You can get Game Pass for PC or the whole Game Pass for console and PC for slightly more. Like, you can
Golf with your friends.
You
Hades,
can get
Slay the
so
Spire.
much shit for this,
Yeah.
and it's $9.50 a month for a mobile game. That was all right. It was okay, like 10 years ago. Or,
It
sorry,
is
that was like
10
3
years
years ago. 3 years ago, and like
I'll
you
say
can
this.
still play probably up to that point for free. But
Mhm.
like, don't fucking buy it. Like, stop.
If you
Don't
wanted
give
to-
Nintendo your
If you
money.
wanted to keep it in the realm of mobile games, Google, what's their thing called? Their subscription service.
Which one?
Google.
Like the
Google
Apple
Arcade?
one?
What?
Google
There's
Arcade.
Apple Arcade.
Apple Arcade. Yeah, sorry.
It is
Arcade.
Apple Arcade, and I forget what the Google. I think
Apple
it's just
Arcade.
Google Games.
Yeah, Google Games sucks. Apple Arcade is actually good, and yeah, it's $5 a month. So
Or
Honestly,
you could just
they're
download
both better than this.
yeah,
Even the Google one, which is nowhere near as good as Apple Arcade, better than this. Don't buy this. This is shit. Don't do it. Just stop. It's
or
bad.
Just
Don't
get
enable them.
Get like the My Boy emulator app and just play a Fire Emblem game.
there you go. There you go.
Crazy how nature.
Dapper, what would you like to do for the final topic?
All right, I will finish us off with Platinum Game announcing 4 games.
Oh, I did not expect this one to get picked.
Yeah, I can't think of any other one I want to do, so
That's fine.
here we are.
Tell us about Platinum.
All right, so Platinum Games, a couple days ago, first announced it is doing 4 new projects.
Mm-hmm.
The first of which is a remaster of the Wii U game, The Wonderful 101.
Mm-hmm.
And this first one is a Kickstarter campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so basically, it was the first goal was 50,000 to remaster the game for Switch,
Mm-hmm.
with stretch goals at 250 for a PC version and 500,000 for a PS4 version.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it's been 3 days, and they've already nailed the 250 Steam goal.
Mm-hmm.
And at this rate, we'll probably hit the 500,000 PS4 goal.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's already.
Yeah. I think they've got it all.
Probably. That would make sense. The article I'm looking at is from 3 days ago. So
It's currently at 1.4 million.
Damn.
Jesus Christ. So
The wonderful
Overall-
104 million.
I'm a little surprised because I didn't recall Wonderful 101 actually getting reviewed that well.
It's good.
I think it's
Fair
like
enough.
an 8 out of 10 by a lot of people's standards.
Right, but I swear it did not get reviewed as an 8 out of 10.
Hmm.
It's because
I
it was
was
on the
good-
Wii U, and that was also was that like peak Gamergate era when
Oh,
reviews meant the least
Man,
they've ever
I
meant.
can't remember.
I don't
No,
think so.
that this was 2013. Gamergate was more recent, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And
Hmm.
Metacritic is 78.
Yeah, so I guess it did get an
Yeah.
8. But I mean, again, this is kind of cool, I guess, because I like Platinum Games.
Mhm.
I like the Bayonetta series. I'm looking to get Astral Chain, and obviously I like Nier Automata.
So good.
So again, they've done some good stuff. And I personally am always in support of Wii U games getting redone because despite the fact the Wii U was not a bad system, several of the Wii U games are fucking masterpieces and deserve to get respect elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one day I'll get a Xenoblade Chronicles X remastered.
Is that not out?
No.
I mean, Xenoblade Chronicles X was a Wii U game. There's no remaster for it.
Really?
Will Pidge and I ever get that now? Because
Yeah.
Society.
Didn't they announce that they're remastering Xenoblade Chronicles?
Xenoblade
X?
Chronicles.
Oh, okay, sorry.
And I might be the minority, but Xenoblade Chronicles X is actually better than Xenoblade Chronicles from a gameplay perspective.
You're really feeling it.
Once again, different. I mean, same franchise, completely different environment and world.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't got too much more to say. I mean, we could sit here and try and speculate on what the other projects are. I mean, we getting a Mad World remastered.
I think
'Cause that'd be kind of dope.
it would be
That
dope.
game-
I think Nintendo owns the rights to that, or the
Oh.
publishing rights to that, or something
Okay.
like that, because it was on the Wii It's
That's true.
I remember like hearing somebody talk about it this week, and I was like, it basically sounds like the only game they actually own the rights to that they've made is
101.
Yeah, because
I mean, that makes sense.
Nintendo
I look at
owns
the
Bayonetta.
Right.
PlayStation, I
Square
think, owns
Enix,
Nier. Or no,
right.
Square Enix owns Nier.
Yeah, Square Enix owns Nier. And if Nintendo has Mad World, then
Yeah.
From what I heard, they did not have full rights to Wonderful 101. They had to get clearance from Nintendo first.
Interesting.
Nintendo probably didn't give a fuck,
if
though.
Nintendo's cooperating, then maybe that is what we then
Nintendo might be doing it for the sake of keeping Platinum happy, because I was like, they're not doing anything with that franchise. Who gives a fuck?
That's fair, actually. It's not
And it might be one of those things where Nintendo's
Wii
like,
U's
yeah,
out of
we
production."
have partial ownership of this. We're not interested. If you want to do it on your own, go for it.
Yeah, it's not worth fighting them.
Yeah.
I can't wait for. Let's see. We can't legally call it Scalebound, so Dragon Tide. That's a good fucking name.
That is a good name. I do like that. You heard it here first, folks. Platinum's
Dragon
second
Tide.
secret game, Dragon Tide.
Dude, what if they relaunched Scalebound though? What if they
I
brought that back?
I was
It
at the
won't.
point where I was like, I will buy an Xbox for this game. It looks so fucking cool. Even if the protagonist looks like an asshole.
I just feel like they're whatever. I don't know. I think they're gonna announce a new Nier game. I think Bayonetta 3 is one of those games, and I can't remember what I had picked for the fourth, but maybe it's a new game entirely. I don't know. But
aren't they working on like Babylon's Fall or something? Oh, that's already announced, I believe.
yeah,
I mean, their
Although
TBAs are
Bayonetta 3
Bayonetta.
was already announced too.
Yeah,
so
they're to be announced are Bayonetta 3, Babylon's Fall, Lost Order, and Grand Blue Fantasy Remix. Relink. Are there four to be announced games?
Either way,
Can we take ridiculous bets on what the things are going to be? Everyone just throw out a crazy idea.
Cooking Mama 3.
I think that exists.
It's Cooking Mama with platinum combat.
I'd fucking
It's Nier Automata doing cooking.
It's Battleship Brigade, but in 3D.
It's
Fuck,
2B
I
from
want
Nier doing
that.
cooking.
Battleship Brigade kicks ass.
It does. It's a good game.
I think they worked it out with Capcom, and Beautiful Joe's coming back.
You've been calling that for a while.
I'm gonna keep saying it until it happens.
I'm gonna keep calling it.
Do you think it's a new Beautiful Joe game, or if it's
I think it's a collection.
either a remaster or a collection or something like
I
that?
think it's a collection with 1, 2, and I think they have some offshoots that were only in Japan that might
Interesting.
be included.
Couldn't tell you.
All right, but I think that's going to do it for this week's show. And that means, Dapper and Fisher, it's time to go home and become a family man, because this week's
Pizza.
winner is Mizuki.
Yeet.
Mizuki, are you ready for your minute to win it?
I mean, not really, but Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Actually, you know what? I'm going to expound to you the glory that is the root beer old fashioned over the normal old fashioned. So, normal old fashions use a sugar cube or simple syrup in order to make an old fashioned. Disregard this. Get some root beer syrup. Use the root beer syrup instead. It tastes better. It's delicious. It's fantastic. It's got those like random vanilla and weird ass other whatever flavors are in root beer, along with like bourbon or rye, whichever your choice is. Some orange, some bitters. It's good. Chef's kiss. Delicious. That was what I was drinking at the beginning of this episode. It's good. Shift over from your normal old fashioned. Also, mead's great. Try it. You might not like it. It's not for everyone, but in general, it's great. That's all I got.
Speaking of old fashioned variations, earlier I was drinking a personal variation on old fashioned called, I choose to call it Dad's Smoking Jacket. It is a red wine syrup that I made by putting sugar to red wine and boiling it on a stovetop for a little bit, reducing the red wine, and then adding that to the rye.
I'm gonna try
That's
that.
very good.
While we're giving drink recommendations, if you're making a Manhattan by any chance, leave the vermouth in your Manhattan and then take a orange peel, burn it with a lighter over the top as you squeeze the juices in, and then just drop that bad boy in there. If you wanna candy it beforehand, go for it.
Mm-hmm. Dapper, please tell us what you're drinking.
Drink more water. It's good for you.
Thank you.
Stay
all right.
hydrated, everyone. It's good for your health.
Important things to plug this week. I have a video that I've been working on for actually kind of like 3 weeks on the best video game made by one person, in which I review and explain the development histories of 13 different games. It's been a kind of a nightmare to do, but I'm towards the end of it now. It should be out this weekend, so look forward to that. Anything else for anybody to plug here?
I'm gonna call my shot now, so that when someone else releases this video before me, I don't get fucked over. I started working on the Pokemon edibility tier list. Every moment is a waking nightmare.
No, it's great. That's what it
pretty
is.
funny.
It's a fantastic list.
Mizuki and Dapper, anything to announce from you two?
When Dapper finishes his, I might cook some.
You mean
when Fisher? When Fisher,
You just did a reverse act.
Yep. I know. When Fisher finishes his video on Pokemon edibility, I might cook up some variations of those Pokemon into actual dishes. So that would be cool. I might also do a video on the golden age of gaming. It's a pain in the ass. There's a lot of footage to get that I don't want to get, so it might eventually come out.
And Dapper.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to write biographies for characters in a story I want to write.
That's rad.
So
that's rad.
That's not really stream worthy or watch worthy, so I got nothing.
If someone in Cleveland has better employment for Dapper, please contact him.
Oh man, fingers crossed. I hope they just let me go tomorrow. I don't even want to do this shit anymore.
Dude, just join me. Fun employment, man. It's the best. Slowly cringing as my bank account dwindles to nothing.
Not gonna lie, thinking about it.
Hey, come to Boston at the end of the month. PAX East, baby. Let's go.
Just get a temp job like me. You can spend 8 working hours organizing Pokemon.
Gotta find the right temp jobs.
I'll hook you up.
All right, thank you. But I think that's going to do it for this week's episode of Around the Monitor. Remember, again, you can watch us live every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time on twitch.tv/KingKaiser. Can't watch us live, no problem. You can catch us the following day, that's Friday, on YouTube and on Apple iTunes podcasts. But until next time, this has been Around the Monitor.